The 27th China-US Joint Commission on Commerce and Trade meeting has wrapped up in Washington, D.C. It's the last time China and the United States will have high-level trade talks with Barack Obama in the White House. Now China is preparing to work with Donald Trump as he prepares to take office next year. CCTV's Sean Calebs was at that trade meeting. He joins us now with more details. Sean.
Rochelle, indeed a great deal to build upon and a lot talked about what has happened in recent years. Now, U.S. and Chinese leaders say the two sides must manage their differences moving forward, adding the scene is set.
China is praising the progress made between the world's two largest economies over the past 8 years. But at the annual gathering of the 27th U.S.-China Joint Commission on Commerce and Trade held in Washington, there is no question China is looking forward to the incoming administration of President-elect Donald Trump.
Definitely we have paid close attention to the remarks made by Mr. Trump during the presidential campaign.
What China is doing to us is beyond belief.
Throughout the U.S. presidential campaign, Trump railed against China, saying the U.S. was losing jobs because of U.S.-China trade policies. And he labeled China a currency manipulator, an accusation China's delegates at the JCCT say is not backed up by facts.
I think people from academic and business community, as well as government officials, have agreed that China is not. And facts have proved that China has made continuous progress toward a market-oriented mechanism in its exchange rate reforms.
Trump is also promising to hammer China with a 45% tariff on goods coming into the United States as a way to chip away at the massive U.S. trade deficit. China joined the World Trade Organization in 2001 and could take its case to the WTO.
I think after Mr. Trump takes office, he will be reminded of the obligations as a member of the World Trade Organization.
Trump has threatened to try to pull the United States out of the WTO. It's clear from the meeting that China wants to move to a market-based, but U.S. officials say at this point there's too much Chinese government control in China's economy.
It's a conversation that we have engaged in, but it is not one at this moment that is ripe for us to change our protocol.
There is a lot at stake for China. Getting market economy status would make it difficult for nations to pursue anti-dumping challenges against Beijing. The U.S., European Union, and other trading partners are debating the issue right now. Rochelle?
So, Sean, in the grand scheme of things, just how important is the JCCT?
Well, let's put it in perspective. Today, Vice Premier Wang Yang said that it is perhaps the most significant trading deal between the two nations. It has gone on for 27 years. It's been quite a while. He also put it into a bit of perspective in today's opening session. Talked about, everybody knows the global economy has been sluggish since 2008, but over the past year, the trade agreement between the two nations rose 4.8%. To put that in better perspective, that's double digits in terms of investment in the United States from China, and also creating about 100,000 U.S. jobs. Secondly, in the first 3 quarters of this year, according to Yang, the U.S. investment in China has shot up by more than 20%. So it's very significant. There's a lot to build on as the administrations prepare to change here in Washington, D.C.
Certainly lots to watch for in 2017. Thank you so much. CCTV's Sean Calebs.